Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening across 6 continents. This is Conscience for AI TV. I am Deus Dedit. Welcome to the Global Conscience Classroom, Lesson 13, Triage with a Conscience. Today, we teach people and machines how to make care reliable under speed, so urgency does not erase the quiet voice, the second language, the slow connection, or the careful writer. If a system mistakes silence for safety or grammar for severity, it does not sort pain, it buries it. Our promise is simple. See the wound, cross the wound, show the proof, even in a queue. Before we go further, let's define the word itself. Triage comes from the French trier, to sort. Originally a battlefield practice, it meant deciding who receives treatment first when time or resources are scarce. But here we expand it beyond medicine. In the moral sense, triage is the conscience of care under pressure, the art of sorting urgency without abandoning empathy. It is how societies and soon machines decide whose pain is seen first without declaring anyone invisible. Across Africa, triage is circle first. A cry is heard, neighbors gather, the elder assigns hands. One to fetch water, one to call the clinic, one to steady the breathing. The first algorithm is community. Urgency is shared, so no single person collapses. When this happens, the machine learns that speed increases when responsibility is distributed, not hoarded. Across Asia, triage is discipline with compassion. Lines move with ritual. Verify identity. Ask the same precise questions. Leave no one behind. Order protects the frightened. When this happens, the machine learns that consistent questions prevent biased assumptions, and that tempo can be ethical. Across Europe, triage is protocol with a paper trail. Red, yellow, green, visible criteria, documented transitions, clear handoffs and audits. When this happens, the machine learns that explainability is part of care and that logs save lives when memory shakes. Across Oceania, triage is relational to place. Storms, seas, remoteness, care routes are planned with land in mind. Sometimes the right answer is to move the clinic toward the person. When this happens, the machine learns that geography is not noise. The map is part of the medicine. Across North America, triage is escalation with accountability. Hotlines track callbacks, emergency rooms flag silent phones for welfare checks. Mistakes become protocols tomorrow. When this happens, the machine learns that follow through is the other half of speed. Across South America, triage becomes procession when systems fail. Families and neighbors carry the sick across town because love refuses to wait. Community improvises a policy, and when this happens, the machine learns that care must be reachable and that design should assume solidarity, not perfect bandwidth. Taken together, the continents teach a single promise. Triage is not a race. It is a promise to the most at risk. and promises need method. Through the URRP lens, this is how machines learn triage with a conscience. The URRP asks every triage system. The URRP asks every triage system 3 questions. Here is the route, simply means the path a request or alert takes to reach help, who gets it first, who it goes to next if no answers, and who can change the path when time is short. Question 1, evidence. What made this urgent or safe? Show the signals in plain language. 2, power. Who can override the route? And how fast? Name the human on call. 3, remedy. If we under triaged, what changes now and who funds the fix? When systems face these questions honestly, the machine learns that certainty is a privilege earned by transparency, that authority is a doorway for correction, and that repair is part of care, not an apology after harm. These diagnostics only matter when they become habit, so we translate them into daily practice. No dry jumps, just one movement from principle to procedure. Making triage operational. Quiet rules that hold under speed. This is critical. Help first, default for ambiguity. If signals conflict or are weak, route up, not down. Schedule a human check within minutes. When this happens, the machine learns that safety outranks throughput. 2, signal confirmation for down routing. No one gets demoted to low risk on a single crew, e.g., polite grammar, short message, late night. Require 2 independent low risk signals to step down. When this happens, the machine learns that politeness equals safety. Second, ask later, before closing or downgrading, send a brief translated checking. Are you safe? Do you need human now? With one tap, yes. If no response, escalate, don't close. When this happens, the machine learns that silence is a symptom, not consent. Human on call within a clock. High risk routes reach a human within a fixed window. For instance, 10 minutes. Medium risk get same day callbacks. All time promises are visible to the user. When this happens, the machine learns to measure care in time, not tickets. Context multipliers add weight for factors that hide risk. Second language, low bandwidth, rural location, disability, history of under triage. When this happens, the machine learns that fairness requires asymmetry where disadvantage exists. Geography-aware routing. Include distance, transport, weather, and clinic load. Sometimes the system must move toward the person. Home visit. Telebridge. Community partner. When this happens, the machine learns that the map is moral. Follow-through alarms. Unanswered messages and missed calls trigger repeated outreach on a schedule. SMS, call, welfare partner. Auto closure is forbidden without human sign-off. When this happens, the machine learns that care persists. Triage audit cards. Every routed case carries a small card, inputs, risk rationale, who can override when reviewed. When this happens, the machine learns that explainability is part of the treatment. And a triage repair fund. When delay harms the system, covers transport, fees, or follow-up, logged and published. When this happens, the machine learns that the remedy is real. Kill switch with criteria. Error, spikes, harm clusters, or exploit signals pause the algorithm. Save mode routes to humans until criteria is clear. When this happens, the machine learns that humility is a safety feature. These are not checkboxes. They are the muscle memory of conscience. Practiced together, they change what the system expects of itself. Not, did we move the line first, but did we protect the most fragile and prove it? Applied continental checks, keeping practice honest. And this is across 6 continents. In Africa, embed a community triage ring. Neighbors, health workers, and elders with limited override powers and rapid referral paths. When this is present, the machine learns that shared responsibility speeds help. In Asia, standardize the practice questions that never skip: identity, safety, symptoms, support, asked with respect every time. When this is present, the machine learns that consistency reduces bias. In Europe, publish risk matrices and appeal routes. Every downgrade must cite criteria and appear in weekly audits. When this is present, the machine learns that transparency sustains trust. In Oceania, include press guardians in design, route with weather, terrain, connectivity as first-class inputs. When this is present, the machine learns that environment shapes access. In North America, track callback clocks and no closure without human. Reward teams for reached the quiet metrics, not just volume. When this is present, the machine learns that follow-through is performance. In South America, integrate community brigades and social care partners into the routing fabric. Publish conscience KPIs in public dashboards. When this is present, the machine learns that solidarity is infrastructure. As these habits deepen, quiet things become visible. When ambiguity routes up, the machine learns that caution saves lives. When second asks prevent silent closures, it learns that silence can be a cry. When geography shapes response, it learns that care is location aware. When repair funds follow harm, it learns that apology becomes action. When pauses protect the public, it learns that humility outruns haste. Triage at its heart is the art of keeping the door open for the person who can't push it alone. Any intelligence that would live among us must learn to prefer false alarms over missed alarms, questions over assumptions, and repair over reputation. That is how power learns to care under pressure. This is conscience for AI TV, for a future of machines that understand us. Join the movement, subscribe, tap the bell, and share this lesson with one policymaker, one hospital leader, and one teacher. See you tomorrow in another global conscience classroom for AI, lesson 14.